This is more minds wide awake in the present. Is the internet dying? Is AI taking over? What's up with AI slop? What's up with all this fake AI stuff that we see everywhere? Well, the internet has been around for a long time, and when we were in the year 2000, in the early 2000s, the internet was so different. And now, what's going on? AI is such an interesting thing because you can use it to get a lot of work done on the computer, but at the same time, people are using it to create fake things. And it's funny because my parents, who are over the age of 60, like my dad, when he's on social media, he doesn't even know when something is AI and when it's actually real. And a lot of people don't know when something is AI. That's what they call AI slop, because you can take someone's face and someone's voice with AI and have them say things they never said. And then people who are on TikTok all day, Instagram all day, they watch these AI videos of people talking and saying things that are ridiculous, that aren't real, and they actually believe it to be true. And this has been funny to watch. As the great comedian George Carlin said, rest in peace, it's all bullshit and it's bad for you. Now, politics, news, celebrities, all these people have been using, well, they haven't been using AI themselves, but people are using AI to make people such as celebrities, politicians, say things they never said. And then people believe it because they're not able to discern if something is AI or not. And granted, if you grew up in the 1960s, 70s, 80s, you didn't, and if you're not very technologically aware, you're not going to be able to tell the difference. So what does this mean for the internet? Well, the internet is full of bots, robots that are creating comments, likes, even videos. Even there's whole channels on YouTube of bots. There's accounts. And the scary thing is that there are countless videos on YouTube created by scammers or bots that are selling a scam. They are telling you a tutorial on how to do something, but if you actually do it, you can lose your money, you can lose a bank account, you can lose your personal private information. So we have to be careful as people navigating the internet, the YouTube, these apps, to know when something is a scam and when it's not, because if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. I've seen countless videos on YouTube where they're trying to sell people a plan or a program or a get rich quick scheme, and there's comments, like dozens or hundreds of comments saying, oh, this worked, thank you, blah blah blah. And it's some AI robot, it's some bot that's fake, but it's using a real YouTube account. All the accounts look different, they even have different pictures, different names. And it's like, you know, someone who doesn't know this stuff would fall for it. And it's sad because they're gonna get chewed up and spit out quick because it's just everywhere. And, you know, especially when it comes to the internet, the algorithms, all these things are solutions in the, you know, that's why they were created as solutions to help people find what they're looking for. But now it's like you see all this AI stuff that you don't even want to see. You're not even looking for it. And it's like, what is that? What are those? Who is this? What is this crap? What is this? And the internet, once again, is also, it's a feedback loop. So what we are collectively paying attention to and focusing on, that's what's going to keep growing. So we have to take the power back as human beings and say, we're going to focus on this. We're going to watch this. Stop watching AI content that's scamming people, that's fake, that is a bot, created by a bot. And this way, we can change the story. We can change the narrative. And once again, reporting channels, comments from bots is another way to slowly take down the bots. And the internet is what we make it. We can choose to make videos that are going to lift people up and help people and make the world a better place and ultimately be the change that we wish to see in the world. Be the change we wish to see in the world. And I've enjoyed my time back on YouTube. I love making videos, and it's crazy to see all the AI stuff, all the scamming going on, and all the bots. But once again, we have to keep creating the internet we wish to have, and ultimately that is what's going to win in the end. And all this stuff is just a phase, just like there's been so many other things in the past. Now, that's not to say that AI isn't useful, because there are certainly things where AI is very useful. But when it comes to this crappy art, filters, videos, pictures that are just fake, it wakes people up, because it's like, this looks like crap, and you just even feel a certain way when you're watching an AI video, right? And it's like, why does this have so many views? Nobody knows, right? Because it's not even like a real story, and it was just made by AI. And that's the interesting thing, is like, why do these AI slop videos and pictures have so many views? Well, somebody, are they people or are they bots? And once again, supporting the people who are real in this space is what's going to keep it growing and keep it thriving and keep it human. And we'll see as time goes on. Is AI going to just keep improving and taking over? Or are we all going to put chips in our head? Or are we going to open our minds and be ourselves and continue to share and lift each other up and create the most beautiful world that we can? So I love AI for some things. Some things I absolutely hate about it. There are some people who think that they're a professional and all they do is slap an AI filter on it and it's a crap product. Okay, that is when I say AI. I hate AI, because people are calling themselves professionals by using cheap or even free AI programs or filters and faking the work. They're not actually doing any work. This is where it's detrimental, and this is where we need to stay away from it and don't support people who are just using AI and they're not actually doing any work. And even if the internet is dying, we have to realize that we can create our own internet. and there is no end in sight, because as long as we have the freedom to create videos and share our truth, then it's going to be a healthy, happy place to be. And I love the internet, and I see the internet as a future. I see social media as the future as well. Everybody's still on their phones like there's no tomorrow. And even though everything is temporary and life is so short, people still waste a whole lot of time on the phone. And we've all done it, right? The scroll, the death scroll. And, you know, I see the internet as having certain seasons. And right now it's an interesting time because AI is flooding the internet, flooding Facebook, social media. And, you know, we have to realize that the real life connections, the real people that are in our lives, that have been in our lives for a long time and been there for us, those connections matter the most. And we need to, you know, enjoy and spend time with those people the most, and not just being in our phones all day and letting AI take over. This is More Minds, Wide Awake in the Present. See you next video. Peace.